Hey guys, Bushcraft Ted here. Welcome back to Bushcraft Ted Survival. This week I decided to do a Q&A video. My wife is going to read questions that people have asked me on Facebook, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my abilities and the best of my knowledge. So let's get this started.
The first question is, what made you get into bushcraft instead of just camping?
I'm pretty hands-on, so I like bushcraft because I can build my own shelters and make my own fire. I've always been pretty good with my hands.
If or when camping, what is your setup?
I've slept in tents before, I've slept in hammocks before. I think hammocks are more comfortable, but I like tents because for the most part they keep bugs out.
Before the mess kit, what was your go-to cooking method?
Hot dogs on a stick, really. I haven't really done much cooking over the fire.
Any tips or tricks on staying cool during the summer?
Drink a lot of water, maybe travel early morning, late evening. These are only my opinions. Wrap a wet towel around your neck so it cools down your carotid artery here. Stay in the shade as much as possible.
Is the land with your practice shelter on private property?
I believe it is county property, but I did get permission to build there.
Do you plan on keeping the practice shelter structure set up for long term, or is it a build-up, breakdown kind of project?
This is a permanent shelter. I plan on keeping this one up and adding to it as much as I can over time.
What is your favorite aspect of bushcraft?
Hands-on. I love building things. I love making fire without a lighter. I love purifying water in ways that you wouldn't even think of. It's all fun.
And the last question is, what is a favorite piece of gear?
If we're talking about the gear in my survival pack, I'd have to say my hatchet, because I can do so many things with that hatchet. If we're not talking about the survival pack, I'd probably have to say my EDC, my everyday carry. I always have this knife on me, and you can do a lot with it. I've cut down trees with this knife. There's just so many things you can do. I'd have to say this if I'm not talking about my pack. I decided to give a little bit of bonus content today. I'm going to add my own question, which is, what made me really get into bushcraft? And the answer for that would be, I've loved bushcraft ever since I was a preteen. I've been into it for so long, but I've never actually done anything with it until recently. It started, like I said, when I was a preteen. I watched every survival show that I could get my hands on. My favorite was Survivor Man. That man taught me a lot. I'd watch things like I Shouldn't Be Alive. I did watch Man vs. Wild. There's a lot of shows that I would watch, and I retained a lot of information from those shows. But I never actually went out and experienced any of it. And that's why I'm doing that now, because I have all this knowledge that I want to share. I want to be able to teach people the things I know, while still learning it myself. Like I said, it started when I was a preteen. I was watching all these shows. What really started it was when I started this practice shelter that I've shown you guys. I decided one day to go out there with my son to show him how to build a fort. And that's what started it all. I started building the shelter with him, and it reignited this survival bug. So I started sending like my everyday progress. I would put on Snapchat, and I would send them to my wife or put them on my Snapchat story, and people on my story were seeing it, and they're like, you should really start a YouTube channel because people love that survival stuff. And in the beginning, I was very skeptical. I just wondered why I should even do it. But people kept telling me, make a channel. So I finally gave in, and here we are. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next week. And don't forget, make every day an adventure. Here's a message from my little man.
Like and subscribe.
Say bye.
Bye.